Heartbreak and outrage just days before the holidays. A little boy in the hospital right now badly hurt when someone fired a gun in an upstairs apartment and a bullet ripped through the floor, hitting him as he slept in the apartment below. Michelle Nix has the story new tonight, but we want to warn you, some of the audio you're about to hear is disturbing.
A 7-year-old boy truly lucky to be alive after being shot overnight while resting inside of his first-floor apartment with his mother. Now Akron Police detectives suspect the gunfire came from the second-floor apartment.
I'm at 426 apartment 1 Wildwood. My son just got shot.
Gut-wrenching moments as a mother calls 911, desperate for someone to help her son. The child was shot around 2:45 Saturday morning as the mother and son were resting, possibly asleep in the living room.
I'm in the house. We were laying down.
What's even more disturbing, Akron Police believe the gunfire came from a second-floor apartment. The bullet leaving a hole in the floor upstairs and exiting through the ceiling in the apartment below. Gunfire seriously injuring an innocent child.
Please stop moving, baby. I know it hurts.
It's estimated Akron Police and EMS arrived in under 3 minutes, transporting the little boy to Akron Children's Hospital, where he immediately went into surgery. As for who fired the shots from upstairs, when police went to the second-floor apartment to ask some questions, it seems no one was home. The person or persons responsible possibly leaving so quickly, they left the lights on. Again, the 7-year-old little boy is in intensive care at Akron Children's. Police say that he is stable, but his injuries are serious. Reporting in Akron, Michelle Nix, 19 News.